morning. Today we are in Massachusetts at Crane Beach. So we are, for those of you who love Plum Island, we are right to the south of that. Crane Beach is directly due south of Plum Island. So we're gonna see what we can find here today. A little bit different. Hopefully some nice cold water shells, but we'll see. Let's go. Hello everybody. Today we are at the southern end of Plum Island here in Massachusetts. Of course, this video is all Massachusetts shelling, so it's approaching low tide, and I wanted to include Plum Island here in the list of locations that I'm shelling at for this video, because it's a really great spot to find shells. So we're going to be exploring some of the rocks, seeing if we can find some cool goodies. So let's check it out. Let's go. So if you see right over there, that is the southern tip of Plum Island. We've been shelling there many times before, but we wanted to check out a different beach, and Crane Beach is very beautiful. Although it is a very cold 34 degrees, and we're gonna see if we can find anything. Okay. Beautiful ocean quahog. Nice start to the day. The nice waves in the background. This is a false angel wing. Not to be confused with a fallen angel wing or a common angel wing. These are the ones we typically find here in northern New England. Very beautiful species. All right. This is one piece of an Atlantic razor clam. Very beautiful. Let's see, this is a bivalve, so there's two shells. Generally, these guys are a little bit purple. This one is light purple. Okay, I just want to take a minute to appreciate this gorgeous black surf clam. I don't know if I've ever seen one this color before. That is pretty beautiful. Usually they're more tan, like that centerpiece there, but this is pretty spectacular. Gorgeous surf clam. Gotta be honest with you, there are tons of these little angel wings this morning. One here, another one here. Problem is with these is they're so fragile. They break. You put them in your pocket, put them in your bag. Got to get a little Tupperware container, but we'll try. Beautiful little angel wings, false angel wings. We've got a beautiful blue, gray, northern moon snail. So note the color on this. It is like blue and gray. That means it's been sitting in some sediment in a hypoxic or low oxygen environment. It should be also noted that, you know, these types of shells that are these blue colors are not naturally that way. They are stained that color because of the low oxygen sediment they're sitting in. Cool information. Okay, I am gonna keep this beautiful little specimen. This is a Stimpson's collis. It's a little bit small. Looks like a moon snail got him. I've never seen one like that before, but that's kind of cool. That's a Stimpson's collis, or a Stimpson whelk with a drill hole. So many gorgeous angel wings. These are just all over the beach today. Beautiful little bivalve. Love it. This is the first hinged angel wing. Now, I'm not probably going to be able to maintain those shells being hinged in my bag, but that's kind of cool. You can see the little hole there. This guy was most likely drilled by one of our favorite moon snails, which is how they met their demise. Nice find though. All right, super cool find here. I know it doesn't look extra special, but I believe this is a propeller clam. Now, I never find these in New England. I've only found one in Quebec when I was up at the Gulf of St. Lawrence. These are a really cold water shell, and they don't often wash up here in New England, so I'm surprised. That is a propeller clam. Really cool find. Looks a little bit like an angel wing, but normally these guys are covered in that brown layer at the top. There's a little bit there that's called periostracum, and these are usually covered in that. I have an example of one that I'll pull up on the screen here, covered in the periostracum, but that's a cool find. That is a propeller clam. All right, I've kind of reached the end of the beach here. Again, Plum Island is over my right shoulder there, but we are across the river from that location, and I'm gonna turn around back and head down the beach, but I do wanna check the high tide line here on the way back, because a lot of times that's where shells can kind of get washed up and forgotten about, so we will do that. Let's do it. So I almost walked right by this, and you could understand why. It's not whole, but I'm still gonna keep it because it's cool for this area. So this is an Atlantic Bay scallop. Now, the reason why it's a cool find is because the range for these shells is typically the northernmost range culminates at Cape Cod. So every once in a while, you can find a bay scallop north of Cape Cod. That's why that's a really cool find. I'm gonna have to see if I can protect this one because it's very brittle. Oh, it broke. Well, we got one nice one. Okay, I am not sure what this is, but I'm gonna look it up. Cool find. Whew. Rolls right out. That is a Conrad's Thracia. Put that in safekeeping. Alright, so I'm back around the main section of the beach here, and I'm going to be walking down to the south end of the beach and walking along the tide is coming in, so hopefully it's washing some cool stuff in, and we will be there to find it all. So many angel wings, I can't pick them all up. Literally found 1,001 angel wings. It is really cool. But you can see where we will be walking. So we're gonna check the drift along this walk. I almost got hit by the tide there. This is a massive Great Atlantic Pedic. This is probably the nicest one I've ever found. Wow, that is impressive. So this is a cousin to those angel wings that we've been finding on the beach today. But to find one of these this large and this intact is pretty awesome. Gulf of Maine, which is right over my left shoulder here, sits right out in front of Plum Island here. And it's one of the reasons why so many shells wash up at Plum Island, and such deep water shells and Arctic shells wash up here. The Gulf of Maine is a very nutrient-rich ecosystem. Really, that is due to the coalescence of the Gulf Stream current south of Cape Cod and the cold water Labrador current that comes down from Newfoundland south, and it really creates a biodiverse ecosystem. And there's a few ledges way offshore here that are very nutrient rich, and so when mollusks perish and high storm or rough storms come, stuff can just wash up, and it usually does. So already getting down here, and there's just tons of stuff baked into the rocks here, all the way out and to the sea. I'm gonna take my gloves off here and we're gonna dive in. Let's go. So I already see here something that I want to grab. Oh, that water is cold. There's like tons of goodies here. First thing is this little beat up Stimson Colis. I think I'll keep that. Not in good shape, but it's still nice. And then we got a couple moon snails here. Look at that one. Got one home. Nice stuff. If we look over here, there's a lot of stuff you can see buried under there. It's like a green. That is a moon snail. A little bit of a tide wash there. So that's interesting because it is low tide and we're getting a wash in here. So you always got to be careful of that stuff. There's a little moon we dug out with green on it. I'm not going to keep it though, so I'm going to leave it back. Full of water. Maybe we can wash it out. Beautiful snail. Check that baby out. Nice colors on it, nice patterning. Another blue Stimson Colis here. That's a pretty color. I might keep that just because it's so incredibly beautiful. Got a little shell wedged in there. That's a unique color. Nice. And we have a northern whelk over here. That's a really nice one. Sorry, northern whelk. This is also called a waved whelk. Now these are hence the name, common northern whelk. These are fairly common species to find. It's always kind of cool though. They're one of the most common gastropods that you'll encounter here in northern New England. But look at that color. It's been sitting in some sediment. Beautiful. And if you guys look over here, if I can get this. This is tricky here because it's all wet, but there's a beautiful, very dark colored moon snail here. Look at the color on that. It's simply gorgeous. See that? Notice the dark coloration on this one as well too. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm gonna leave it back. I have so many of these at home, and I usually only keep them if they're in pristine condition. That is a nice one, but I'm not going to keep it. Got a little more here. This is hard to see. A little honey hole here. Okay, we got a really nice Stimson Colis and another one here. Look at those. I don't think I've ever found two at once, and those are in really, really good condition. This is cool. Look at those gorgeous, gorgeous Colis shells. Honey hole. Alright, y'all, I do see. Oh, those little ebbs come in. I almost got smacked by it. I do see something really cool once this little ebb goes away. I almost got smoked there by that. Oh man, the ocean is tricky. You always have to be careful. Again, tide is going out here, but Those little rogue ebbs that are pushing through here in this little channel. It's probably why there's so many mollusks here, but always got to exercise caution. But I do see something over there, and as soon as this kind of goes away a little bit, we will grab it. Okay, so it's emptying out enough for me to get over here. So, well, where did I see it? Ah, right here. You'll see that right there? Glimmering. It's not whole, I don't think, but it's pretty close. That is a gorgeous New England Neptune. Look at that. That baby is sweet. Definitely hold on to that one. Okay, I do see another beauty moon snail here that I think I may want to grab. I gotta get it quick though, because that ebb's coming in. All right, let's see. Oh my gosh, look at the color on this. Look at the color on this. Whew. All right, so I'll probably keep this one. This is a really dark colored northern moon snail. And so these shells, just to clear up some information here, the shells aren't normally this color. This dark staining is because the shell was sitting in some sediment that had low oxygen or no oxygen, and when those conditions occur, it changes the molecular level of the shell here, and you get that color staining. So shells aren't normally this color, but they get stained that color from sitting in those types of environments. I will hold on to this one. It's very beautiful. There's another ebb coming. Look at this here. So you can see it coming up. I don't want to grab this right here because it's nice before the ebb gets here. This is a chestnut Astarte. We're going to back away. That is a nice little Astarte. So it's also hinged. Beautiful little chestnut brown Astarte. I will give it a little rinse here. Give it a little rinse here. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful little shell. Oh, I think I'm going to keep this one. Look at the color on that moon, man. Look at the contrasting colors. I've never seen one this dark before. So the aperture is like pinkish purple, and then it's really dark blue on the spire, and then the apex there. Gorgeous little shell. Now again, I have a lot of these at home, so I'm always trying to be mindful when I'm collecting. If I already have a lot of one type of shell, I generally just show the camera and then I'll put it back. But this is a pretty nice specimen, so I will hold on to it. Look at that. Here's another one of those darkly colored moons. That's actually a pretty nice one. I think I'll keep that. Again, this is stained that way because it was sitting in a low oxygen environment. All right, there is a huge moon snail out here, and I'd like to try to get it here. I just don't want to fall in. I gotta go quick though, because there's another. Oh boy, look at that. Haha. Scan quickly. Cool things. All right, let's get back. Okay. So this is a massive moon. These do get pretty big. This is a northern moon snail, and I just wanted to show you the camera. I'm not going to keep this, but I will leave it back to nature. I just wanted to show you the massive size of it. Cool find. Okay, so I just picked this guy up out of the rocks. Got quite a bit of gunk in him, but look at the color of that moon. When these northern moon snails are young, they can get... Oh, we're getting water. Sorry, guys. I'm fighting with the tide here. When these northern moon snails are young, they can be quite colorful. Purple, red, lavender. I will hold on to that one. It's beautiful. Okay, cool find here. And first one of the day. Let me know if you see it. Hanging out here. Hopefully it's whole. Let's not break it. Yeah. Beautiful little deep sea scallop. Gorgeous find. Love that. Look at that. Alright, y'all, I just found something really cool. And if it's what I think it is, it's ultra rare. Oh, I can't get it out. Oh my gosh. So this is a juvenile American pelican's foot. This is so cool. Oh my gosh. Normally they have a little wing here on the right hand side. This is lacks that feature. I can tell just by looking at the aperture there, it hasn't developed. So this is a juvenile, but this is absolutely stunning, man. Wow. Cool find. And if I thought correctly here, I think on the other side, there's a little Stimson's colas. I will leave that back, but that is a sweet find. All right, I'm gonna leave the Emerson Rocks and head over to the rocks at Sandy Point, which is not too far. Found a lot of cool stuff in the rocks here, but we're gonna see if we can find some more. Let's go. Okay, we are approaching the rocks here at Sandy Point, and this is another great spot to shell here on Plum Island. It's pretty windy, I'm sorry about that, y'all. It's very blustery, so we're gonna find some stuff. Nice. Okay. Found another beauty right here. It's a little chipped. You know what? I'm going to leave it. I have a lot of beautiful scallops at home, so someone else will have that. Okay. So if you look under here, I don't know if you can see it. It's right here. It's hard. You don't want to break stuff. That is a beautiful deep sea scallop, and I will keep that one because of all the interesting looking pitting on it. That is actually gorgeous. Look at that. Nice. We're gonna head back over to the Emerson Rocks. Look a little bit more. The tide is turning, so it's coming back in at this point. And then I will wrap up my day here at Plum Island, and I'll show you some of the stuff that I found. Woo!